Now that you have your first macro recorded, we're going to cover one of the most important things, or I would say the most important thing when working with macro enabled workbooks, and that is how to actually save the workbook. When you save a workbook that has macros in it and macros are enabled, there is a very certain way to save the workbook. That way in the future when the workbook is opened, the macros will work. And so what you're going to want to do now is go to File and do Save or Save As. If your workbook was already saved, and you would want to do Save As, in this case mine had not been saved yet, I'm going to do, but either way I'm already in the Save As. We have Save As Type. The XLSX extension will not support macros. The ones that will support it, we have the XL macro enabled workbook, the XLSM, and that's supported by Microsoft Excel 2003. So this would probably be the version you would want to choose. And then you have the Excel binary workbook, but the XLSB file, it's a binary file. There's pros and cons to it. The pro of it is that when you use an XLSB file and you work with a workbook that has a lot of data, the data will be compressed so that the file size is smaller, and that can be very beneficial when you're sending this file to somebody or sharing it over a server where connections might be slow or the file may be very large. But the downside of the XLSB file, although it does support macros, is that you cannot open it in Microsoft Excel 2003. It's only 2007 and later. So what we're going to do in this situation is for the remainder of this course, we're going to be saving our files as XLSM. Using the XLSM file again, that's going to be supported by Microsoft Excel 2003, 2007, and of course later. Now I just want to give you a demonstration. If I was to try to save this as an XLSX file, the moment I hit save, it's going to give me an error telling me that the following features cannot be saved in a macro-free workbook, and if it specifies VB project. So to continue saving as a macro-free workbook, click yes, but we don't want to do that. We want to be able to keep the macros, so click no and save your file as an XLSM file. I'm going to go on and hit save.